A man who has plighted his troth to another is not yours for the taking." She lifted a haughty brow. "I did not take. He offered." "Oh, for the love of God!" spluttered Benedict in frustration. He could feel his blood boiling, so at odds with his usual calm nature. "If you must know," she replied defiantly, "Mr. Drummond's wife is very understanding of his long absences at sea, and told him she does not mind if he seeks solace in the arms of another." He stared at her aghast. "And you think that makes it right, Grace?" He stood and began to pace the room, trying to regain his temper. Finally, he sighed loudly. "In any case, what is done, and cannot now be changed. The question is what to do about it." She regarded him inquiringly. "That is why I am here. I have mulled this over and over in my mind, but cannot find a satisfactory solution." She placed a hand to her abdomen. "I cannot give this child away, Benedict." The simple gesture pierced his heart, and so did the sound of his name on her lips. Perhaps that is why he said what he did next. "Then you must marry me." "What? No!" "I may not be wealthy, Grace, but I am the son of a gentleman, and well regarded in these parts. I am willing to give you my name and be a father to this child." She reeled in shock. "No, no, we cannot marry. That is absurd." His mouth thinned. "If you say so. The offer is there, should you change your mind. Short of marriage, Grace, I cannot advise you further, except to encourage you to speak of this matter with your father and mother. They may know what is to be done." He crossed his arms, making it clear their conversation was over. Grace stood, feeling much put out. She followed him to the door, which he held open for her, saying coldly, "Good day, Mr. Sedgwick." "Good day, Miss Stanton." She marched off in the direction of Stanton Hall, feeling unreasonably indignant. Marriage to Mr. Sedgwick! What a preposterous idea! She had no thought to marry, at least not just yet, and if ever she imagined who her husband might be, it was never someone like Mr. Sedgwick. She imagined a man of the world, sophisticated, experienced, strong, and authoritative, not a man who blushed in the presence of a female. No, this was simply too ridiculous. She walked on, gradually letting her indignation subside. She couldn't marry Mr. Sedgwick. She couldn't. Another voice in her head interjected, "But he is kind, and smells so nice." No, that was not reason enough to marry him. "Well, how about this?" said the voice. "He will allow you to keep your child, and ensure he or she is born in wedlock." Her steps slowed. Perhaps she had been a trifle hasty to refuse his offer. "Beggars cannot be choosers," the voice continued, repeating another of her mother's pithy phrases. The sad truth was, she was in a pickle, and Mr. Sedgwick was offering her a way out of it. She could marry him, a kind, sweet man whom she did not love, and keep her unborn child, or she could stay unwed but have to give it away. Viewed this way, her choices were stark. She stopped and took in a deep, calming breath, placing both hands to her still flat belly. "Baby," she whispered, "your ma is not going to leave you." Then she turned around and retraced her steps. She knocked peremptorily on Benedict's door. When he opened it, she demanded, "Why do you wish to marry me? What is in it for you?" He gaped at her in astonishment. "You ask me this? A beautiful, wealthy woman who would ordinarily be out of my reach. You wonder why I would want you for my wife." "So it is my money you want?" He corrected her. "It is you I want." Her heart pounded in her chest. His pounded even faster. They stared into each other's eyes, neither looking away. "Very well, then," she breathed. "Let us get married."